Hey, this is Tommy, and you're listening to Volume Up.
Volume up!
Hi.
Hey. Hey.
This is why David needs to be
This
here.
is why we
David's
need
the
David.
intro man.
So, MaryRose and I, we're going to be discussing... I'm super giggly right now. We're going to be discussing, like, fears we had during childhood. I'll go first.
Nice.
So, I was deathly afraid of tornadoes.
Valid.
And my sister went through a tornado fan phase. Like, she just was obsessed with tornadoes, and I was deathly scared of tornadoes. And it was not a good mix. And so, my sister, like, she would watch documentaries and everything, and she would tell me all these facts about how destructive tornadoes were. She would be like, isn't that cool? I'd be like, so I would die. And so whenever there's like tornado warnings or anything at home, like I legitimately thought my life was gonna end. And
Dude, those were scary for no reason. Like, nothing ever happened, but the second they went off, I'd be in the basement.
Yeah.
Like, crying and telling everyone I love them.
You bring all your food into the basement.
Like, I have to learn how to survive.
Were you there that one Andrew Visk birthday party where a tornado was going through, so we all had to go to the basement, and everyone kept joking about how they're gonna die. Isabel Cleary was like writing her will, and
right.
I literally had like a panic attack and like ran to the bathroom and locked myself in there.
In the downstairs bathroom?
Yeah.
I was like, the bathroom's upstairs. It's so dangerous.
But and then I remember like Austin, like I think everyone grouped up at my door, at the door, but Austin like knocked on it and he was like, Tommy, we're sorry. But yeah, I was definitely afraid of tornadoes. So what about you?
I feel like the things I was scared of, I'm like still scared of because I'm just a wimp. But my biggest fear has always been crickets. Like really bad for no reason. Like the spider crickets.
Oh,
Those things are so scary.
I hate them.
But it's like so bad. I remember one time, like my grandma was staying with us. My grandma lives in Florida, and she was like staying in the guest room, and she literally like she wears hearing aids and she takes them out to sleep. But one day I was watching TV with my parents, and I look over and there's just a cricket just like walking up my arm. And I screamed so loud that my grandma ran out and was like, "What happened? Like who's dead?"
Who
Like-
died?
Like I screamed that loud.
Jeez.
Or like one time my mom and I were gardening and I noticed that there were like crickets in the garden and I was just crying and shaking. I was like, I can't do this.
Wait, were crickets in the garden just general crickets or were those spider
General
crickets?
crickets.
General crickets are really reduced. Were the crickets generals or captains? I want to know.
They can't disclose.
Oh.
But yeah, vivid memory from my childhood. One time I was raking.
My dog just barked. Don't worry.
One time I was raking and it was like a metal rake and I just feel this buzzing and I'm just like, what? And so I look inside the rake because it was like open and this cicada just flies out in my face.
Jeez, bro.
I didn't even know what cicadas looked like. I was like really young. I
Dang,
was like, what is going on?
bro.
But yeah.
Remember a year ago when there's like a whole bunch of cicadas everywhere? It was like too many to that anyone would want. And so people say cicadas don't harm people. I don't believe that because I was literally like mowing the lawn and I feel a pinch on my leg. I'm like, ow. And I look down and there's a cicada right there and I brush it off and there's a bite mark.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Hi, welcome. Dime's here too. Go ahead and sit down right here, Dime.
Oh, he's going.
Yeah. We're discussing childhood fears. But anyway, so this one, it bit me, and then it's good Dime's here because
Because Dime also bit you.
Yeah.
And we're here to talk about it.
Exactly. But it was at his house. He and I tried going back. It was cicadas. And his whole front door and porch was covered in cicadas. We were like, how do we get in? And every time we tried going towards the door, a cicada would go, "Argh!" It would like shrieked and like
They're
charged us.
terrifying.
Yeah. And so he and I literally just went around and like crawled in the back.
Yeah, I remember that.
Dime, what's one of your childhood fears?
That was your childhood?
No. It was
like, that was
the
like
other
years
day,
ago.
but,
It was a discussion, like, change, yeah. But what's one of your childhood fears?
Probably water, not gonna lie.
Water?
Yeah. Like swimming wise.
Oh.
Like I didn't like swimming at all. As you know, Tommy knows about this because we went to like a trip with all the boys and I like tried learning swimming and I like kicked one of my friends and then I kicked the other friend because I was like panicking in the water.
Wait, I
It was
remember
just-
this!
yeah.
I remember! What the heck?
And then they like
I forgot.
tried teaching me once again, but I like kick everyone who tries teaching me because I'm like so panicky.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah. But
Don't
yeah,
be like
in Pakistan,
that.
like, it's terrible. Yeah. It's terrible in Pakistan. I'll leave it there.
No context.
No context.
Pakistan is
Everyone,
horrible.
moment of silence.
Yeah. Bro, I forgot about that. Are you still?
No, I'm not anymore. I know how to swim now.
Okay.
And I'm not scared of
Prove
it.
it.
Let's go to the Severn River. Chuck them over the bridge.
We're gonna
We'll just
tie
turn
an
into
anchor
water.
around your waist. Just
Just like throw me
Precaution.
down. No, throw me a favor, bro.
Yeah. It's like, Dime, we're gonna weigh you down, but so you can learn to swim.
Yeah.
He's like, drowning, help me. He's like, learn to swim. What are you doing?
and that's on Chesterton.
And that's on Chester.
I just
Yeah.
remember when I was like 3 or 4, and we were at the pool at your old house.
Oh, nice.
And it was like a few of my siblings were there, and I didn't know how to swim, but like my sister Rachel had jumped off the diving board, and I was like, that's so cool. So I also jumped off the diving board and like
no.
straight onto her, and I also just didn't know how to swim, so I was like, well, now I need to like use her as a floaty. I just like was drowning us both. But
Dang.
Yeah.
the echo.
Yeah. I feel like this is one that can still happen with fear in the dark.
Oh,
Is-
yeah.
Everyone can relate to like turning off the lights
flashlight.
and like yeah.
No, that was like the day we like had the podcast and we were talking about scary
Oh,
stuff. And MaryRose and I and David were like so scared to like walk out in the car.
Bro, yeah. Dang, I forgot about that. But you know when you turn off the light, you try to like race it before it gets dark.
Well, see, my light's like right next to my bed, so I just have to like, yeah. But I still
My
sleep
lights
with
are
a
on
night
my
light.
phone.
So.
I just like whoop, the lights are on. You know,
That's
fancy
kinda
rooms, you know.
I don't like though, like when the lights are off. I don't even like it when the lights are on, but when I'm sitting on the edge of my bed, my feet are on the floor. Like if I'm sitting on my bed, my feet have to be like
Yeah.
on the bed.
Wait, why?
I think it comes from childhood, like thinking things are under the bed.
Oh, when the lights off?
No, or when it's on sometimes too. But like I don't like the fact that like I don't know, it's uncomfortable for me.
Well, so we
Sometimes-
can't be under the couch too.
Sometimes I'm just like working on my music and like the lights are off and only the red lights are on. But sometimes if you think about it, like red lights can be like creepy. Like my LED lights are on and
Quaker
then
house.
oh yeah,
The Quaker house,
Working
bro.
on my- yeah, and like I feel like someone's gonna grab my phone. Then I hit the the leg of the chair and I'm like I like quickly like get up.
I remember when we watched The Conjuring and you kicked Mario's laptop like off of
I was
it.
so surprised it didn't break. It was like
That's the only thing that made me like the only diss I had for Smile was that I don't know, I don't think anyone did like the pet dies thing better than The Conjuring. Because in The Conjuring, that's the only thing that dies.
What? I don't know if I've seen The Conjuring.
The dog dies.
That sucks.
But that's the only really thing or person that dies in that movie.
It's kind of nice.
Other than that, it's just creepy.
It's scary. But yeah, it's funny how horror movies, like that's one of the scariest horror movies, and horror movies think, oh, we need to kill people to make it scary.
Yeah.
But like it can be scary and no one can die.
Like you can kill
Yeah.
a cat and then the rest of it can be creepy and then because the cat dies.
Or they could not kill the cat and like
Oh right. Yeah.
just make it creepy.
Yeah.
Did
Oh,
it
yeah.
look like Mookie too?
What?
Did it look like Mookie?
No.
Think so? Oh,
It
I
was
thought
an orange cat.
wasn't the cat orange?
It
Am
was
I
like
tripping?
white.
In what? In what movie?
Wait, no,
Smile.
no, it wasn't white.
It was like, and it had like black and gray like on top.
Oh,
But there's no colors
I
on
am
the cat.
colorblind.
Oh. Yeah, Tommy, you got a serious problem.
Bruh. Alright, cool. Is that all? Is that all we should discuss?
Yeah, they don't need to know anything else.
We'll conceal the rest of our childhood secrets for another episode of Volume Up.
Like and comment.
Like, comment, follow us on Instagram. What's our Instagram, Andrew?
Volume Up Podcast.
Cool.
You sound so nervous. It's like, don't kill me, please, I'm just saying.
And scene.